All right, today is November 22nd, and yesterday we had a nice sell-off in the morning. As every day we've been seeing very strong sellers in the morning. When it looked like it was very bullish, we had filled that gap and then immediately sold off all the way into the middle of this distribution. And then eventually we caught some buyers, caught a bounce, and then we spent the whole day moving higher. And then at this point, I thought, well, we're trading right at the low end of this session's value area, and I thought if we stay above this, then we could trigger a squeeze down to up to the 6,000 area, but sellers showed up again there and we couldn't move higher. I mean, we had already made a huge move, so I mean it takes a lot of effort and consistent buying to move price so much, so it was gonna be hard to squeeze more. So we broke out of this inside day, ended up kind of in the middle of, like, this is the point where I was saying we need either buy a step in and then we take back this range and accept back inside this range, or sellers again take it to the bottom of the range or to the bottom distribution. And this is at a point where it could go either way, so I'm thinking it's going to be a little bit of a battle, and I'm going to use yesterday's session as a way to see which way traders want to go, right? Because you want to trade, you can use a level and say, okay, up, long above, short below, but to really get a sense of what's going on, you gotta look at where value is, right? Where value is accepted. So yesterday value was here, right? You can see it was a little bit of a multi-distribution session. But you can clearly see value accepted in this level, and overnight session too, right? So you want to pay attention to what happens in this area, right? Do we stay here and stay rotational and put some volume here, meaning like we're getting ready for a transition, or do we break above yesterday's high and then start trading inside this distribution and longer term value, which is here in this distribution? So those are the things that I'm going to be looking at. Also, if we break below this, it's clearly showing, not if we break below this, but if we're unable to hold this inside these ranges and the developing value area, traders are clearly saying, well, we don't want to go higher. We're okay with accepting value lower in this distribution. So then, the targets we have to look for are always those high volume areas, right? The 59.20, this is the 20-day point of control. And then a retest of the lows, because we tested 1, 2, 3. Then the next time it tests, it's likely going to break, right? So those are the things that we want to look at. And then if we move higher, this is really the spot to look for at 60.15 and then 60.25. And then we have yesterday's session that the point of control was here. But we never really got to put any excess to the upside. Also, the same thing with the overnight session, right? Like there's a lack of excess. So I marked this targets to repair those bullish imbalances. For the overnight session, it will be at 59.93, and for yesterday's session, it will be at 60.33. So those are the levels that I'm looking for to repair those bullish imbalances. NQ, the distributions here and the areas that we're looking at they look a little more clear, right? You can see very clear distribution here and an upper distribution there. So this is key on NQ, that we take this area. And if you look at both of them at the same time, if you're watching both, you want to look at where both of them are, right? Like if I see that NQ is struggling here and ES is struggling at some area of resistance together, then and we start shifting and order flow starts shifting to the downside, then that's a better indication than if NQ is here and ES is still down here, right? Like, because I'm not gonna short here if ES is still has some room to go to the upside and it's moving higher, right? So we want to look at both of them together. Okay, crude. So crude moved above the 50 moving average overnight and then pulled back, and then it had a push down, rejected this area, and then it started trading down here, almost got to the 69.20. Now at the open, we saw some buyers taking it back to the point of control. So this is an area where we're gonna be looking at. I was thinking a short here on the retest of this area. I said I'm gonna short here, see if we can go back to the 69.20, but I wanted that trade to happen before the pit open, and I didn't get to cancel my order, and I got filled there at 69.95. So I'm doing that in the in our charity account, which I have. I didn't post a video update, but yesterday we had a nice day. We're up $1,184. We traded it 3 days. So first day we made 578, the second day 341, yesterday 390, and today we are we have one trade that we opened on that retest. Now it's going against us. I'm gonna let this play out because I still like this rejection here. Stop right above that rejection candle. And then I'm gonna see if we can move back into an attempt to test this area with volume. It's not looking very good now, so we'll see what happens. And what else do we have? Gold. Man, gold is, once it gets trending, it seems like that it likes to it was trending down, consolidate for only a couple sessions, and then now it's trending back up. Like, it's not really stopping much at those resistance areas. I mean, it does stop, but immediately it's breaking back up. I tried another short there to move back into here, but again, didn't work out for me. So I got 2 stops in a row on gold. So right now we're looking at this area that was resistance to be support, and this area, as I mentioned yesterday, is gonna be a little bit of resistance, or also because this is the area where we sold from, and if we go through that, then look for 2750, yeah. All right. Today we have 38 degrees where you are. 39. Okay, it's 59 here and I'm freezing. Today we have PMI at 9:45 and University of Michigan sentiment at 10 a.m. and rig count at 1 p.m. So usually when we have those PMI numbers and Michigan numbers at 9:45 and at 10 a.m., in my experience, when we're opening inside range, if we don't get a quick move higher, it tends to be a choppy open as we're in the middle of the range. And then, at 9:45, the book thins up because of the releases. So we'll probably get better opportunities later on the session. So I think that's about it. If you had a good week, take it easy today. Don't give your profits on a Friday. And good luck.